What is up, crypto fam? What is up, guys? We are live right now. I need all of you hitting that like button. Let's get this thing absolutely trending. Now, guys, I'm going to go get a cup of water. I'll be right back. Let's hit it off with a bang tonight. All right, guys, how's everyone doing? Let's get this live popping and rocking. If you're on X, make sure you share on X. Crypto is dropping. All right, let's get it. Who's making money tonight? Who's making money off shorting the market? Who made money off longing the market? All right, guys, this was absolutely written in the cards all day, but it was the Wild West, the absolute Wild West. I have not been this emotionally drained since I came back to crypto. I haven't been this emotionally drained. It has absolutely been crazy, to say the least. Okay? So I'm sure everybody wants to know where the market is going. Make sure you guys smash up that like button. I'm going to break down this in the best possible way I can. Tokyo is absolutely selling off, but there is a lot to uncover and unpack. So we've got Bitcoin, 18-hour bearish dive all day, okay? 18-hour bearish divergence in a bear market. That is our first thing. I pointed this out last night. The market doesn't care about anybody. The market is going to liquidate every single person. By the way, shout out to the people that were on the FOMC live today. Guys, nothing happened. As soon as I ended the live, literally 5 minutes later, chaos took place. And then you know what happened? I just got off and I went to bed. Right? And I woke up and I felt pretty great. But even I shorted AVAX, and you know I don't usually short. There we go, buddy. Hey, great call, AVAX, brother. I appreciate you. Guys, I need all you smashing that like button, as today is one of the days we need to get this live trending, okay? So it looks like Bitcoin hit the top of the channel. I didn't think that was going to be the top, but then I looked at my average close and I seen that we We lined up with this wick right here, and that was pretty much the top of the channel. So if that was the top of the channel, I like to look at a few things when the market goes any which way. We definitely have support right here at about 84.2, and I'll show you guys the liquidity blocks. But essentially, even though Bitcoin is dropping, Bitcoin could kind of do this up and down, and then roll over. Now, if this is the break of trend, which it actually isn't yet, this is actually not the break of trend. So we see Bitcoin has been in an uptrend for quite some time here. And we can see Bitcoin did potentially touch the top. Even though we're in a downtrend, I'm still looking at Bitcoin potentially bouncing around 87.4. If it doesn't bounce at 87.4, we know we are on target for about $74,000 Bitcoin, okay? Now, I'm currently in a trade. Look, I know I've been shouting the whatchamacallit trade, Aave. I know people probably got stopped out, guys. It is what it is. I'm in a 5x trade on Aave, and I've been riding it down. It went to 207. I've been riding it down. I've been holding it. And, guys, Aave is absolutely crashing. Not really crashing and burning, but dropping. So if you guys are still in Aave by any which way, Aave is definitely trying to make its way to the bottom. We pumped all the way up to 207, faked out on a triple top, and now we're looking at coming down all the way to 182. 182 to around 178 area. So Aave is my trade. I really like what I'm seeing on Aave. It looks like we are about to drop off of this trend right here. If Aave does break this trend, we will come down to this area right here. Keep in mind. So that is the only trade I'm in at the moment is Aave. And as you can see here, Aave was dropping off this triple top fake out, pennant fake out. But that is the only trade I'm in. Regarding Bitcoin, I do not see Bitcoin reversing until it does hit 87.3-ish in the shorter term. You've already broken this, well, you're trying to break. You're hitting this trend line right here. You're absolutely going to come down and continue dumping. So what we want to look at here is we want to look at Bitcoin. We want to take our liquidity blocks and we want to look at the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame is a very, very prominent time frame, guys. All right. So we've got key support in this area here around 88.9. But then if you go to the longer time frame, after 88.9, you're looking at about 84.5 to around 84.3. That lines up with no target. So that would already be right here after 88.9. So 88.9 is pretty much going to be your last support in the market. Even you're bouncing off of this trend line right here. So keep that in mind. We do got a trend line and Bitcoin is going to try to bounce, but we know we have bearish divergence. So I would be shocked if it ended up bouncing here. I don't think it will, because based on the 4-hour and the 18-hour, it looks like we are going to come crashing down. Sinster, how we doing, buddy? I'm shorting Bitcoin to 88,888. Let's go, fam. Let's run up the live today, guys. I appreciate everybody for joining the live. $8888. So let me take a look at this here. So 88. So if you're shorting it to 8888, that is the next major liquidity block right here. I would personally short it to about 84 to 85, but it is a good rough take profit. It definitely is a good rough take profit, but your next major area, yeah, it is a good take profit. Let's look at the daily now, because we are playing out the daily bear flag. And it is Wednesday too, guys. Wednesday is typically a bearish day in crypto. I would say you're going for that 84 target, and then ultimately down here around 75K. Can you check ICP, brother? For sure. Who thought we were going to go and break out all the way to roughly 96, 100? Or did you guys get the memo with the market? Who thought we were bullish and was about to break out, go full bull mode? Because that was some kind of crazy tonight, fam. Absolutely crazy. All right, so right here you can see that ICP is about to break and come down all the way to about 258. 258 is where I would be looking at ICP. Been riding a few coins, doing this whole wave, filling bags. Let's go, Sinster. So Gizmo, I'm looking at ICP hitting to about 267-ish. ICP then pump. I wouldn't say ICP is going to full on pump, no. But I would say it is next. You know what? Let me look at my order blocks on ICP right here. So if we're looking at the daily, so if we are looking at ICP, yeah, 280-ish. 280 would be a good buy, but I would think ICP is probably going to go down to around $1.80-ish. The market is not bullish at all. It really isn't. We're on the verge of absolutely capitulating here. Again, we've got this support here at 87.5. But you can see Bitcoin is right in the ground. 8 hours just starting to go down here. 18 hours just starting to go down off that bearish dive. And the daily is really what we got to pay attention to. The daily and the Bollinger Bands, guys, from here to here is tightening. And what that means is now we're starting to drop because we hit the Bollinger Bands once, twice, a tweezer body reversal. And essentially, we're looking for a pretty big drop in the market. Very, very big drop, guys. Not just a normal drop, but a big drop. Because the Bollinger Bands are tightening now, right? So keep that in mind, but you are going to keep on. You're just breaking that trend there. So you just broke the trend, or you're trying to break the trend. As long as you close an hour candle below this, you're good. Now we can see that Bitcoin DOM is doing nothing. So money is not going into Bitcoin. And then if we look at USDT.DOM, absolutely pumping. So we know money is going into stable coins at the moment. We have some resistance here. If it breaks out, it will take off. Make sure you guys are opening up a Twitch window, a separate Twitch window as well, guys. It does help us out a lot. And if you're new to the live, I appreciate you. What do I think the bottom for XRP is? Crazy 0074, I appreciate you. Welcome to the live. So the bottom for XRP, you're going to be looking at about $1.64. But if you're looking at XRP, I want to go to the long-term trend here. Off of the pump, and I'm talking the weekly trend off of the pump on XRP. So if we're looking at XRP, guys, XRP could drop all the way down to $1.20-ish. This would be my bottom in the shorter term, $1.20. But it does need to hold here. Now, here's the caveat to that. If you go look at the daily, XRP is in a massive head and shoulder. So the long-term channel, you're looking around 120-ish. However, if you break this neckline here on the head and shoulder, which is actually at the bottom of the channel, you're looking at about 52 cents. And if we're looking at our order blocks right here at XRP, this is essentially like a book map in a way. So we'll go to Binance here. We'll look on the weekly. And we can see XRP is at a major support. One up is saying 33 cents. I'm bringing it up right here, and you're not wrong. You're looking at about ultimately 52 to about 40 cents in that area if you break this trend, which is about $1.20, $1.20-ish. All right. Welcome to the live, all the new people, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Hit the like button. Welcome to our community. We're live twice a day. Same with Solana. It is in a head and shoulder that could bring it to 40. Let's look at Sol for a moment here. I believe Sol is in a head and shoulder as well. So if we look at Solana of the long-term trend here, we can see that Sol broke, okay? So I'm going to do the same on my my chart here. So XRP is going to be a slow bleed or a medium bleed to about $1.25 to $1.30. If we're looking at Solana, again, I'm going on my weekly, guys, because we're playing the weekly at the moment on a lot of these coins. Right, so we broke there. So the next major support. Okay, first let's talk about this support on the daily here. So you're looking about $81 to $90, right? Solana did break the trend on the weekly. Which leaves a lot of blank space. If Solana does lose this support at 94, yeah, you're looking around 20 bucks. I wouldn't even be talking about that until we hit these levels right here, which is back to 80. Back to 80, but pretty crazy. Solana could definitely go 40 and a lot lower than 40. But yeah, guys, Solana did break the trend. And Solana is in limbo at the moment. So Solana is not looking good. This could drop pretty quick to $91. $91 on Sol if we break this area. Remember what I was talking about bonk, guys? Around 99 in the shorter term, but if you're going sideways, you're looking about, yeah, 90, 98 to about 91, depending on where that channel is going to hit and play out. Remember, I kept on talking about bonk, guys. I think we're getting very, very close to breaking that pennant. Right there. We are right there. We are literally right there. So once we break this, we are going to go down and go down a lot. Make sure you guys are setting alert in this area right here on bonk. But of course, in the shorter term, the market is going to retrace. So make sure you guys know things aren't just going to go down forever in one shot. We do got a 4-hour candle, though, over 1 hour, 18 minutes here that should potentially keep on dropping. I'd be very cautious on holding shorts at around 87. Shorting could get, I'm not going to say dangerous, but it definitely could get risky around 87 because that is the bounce off of the trend. This could get ugly for a lot of these coins that already got beat down, correct? You're absolutely right. I'm just going to mark the levels on my Aave trade. So I think we might get a little retrace in the market. Little retrace in the market, but again, we know the overall direction is down. Bitcoin is trying to come back above that trend line here. We'll see what happens. You guys know ultimately the 18-hour is coming right down. The 18-hour is dropping a lot. And the daily is dropping a lot too, guys. Keep an eye on that. The daily is completely overbought on Bitcoin. And we're at 90K right now, and the daily hasn't even dropped. Keep an eye on that, because your death cross is your 800 SMA. What up? Can I look at hype? For sure. So hype is close to my target. Tim, how you doing, brother? So if I'm looking at hype, guys, I'm CJTV, Bear Limitless. I like it and I don't like it. So yeah, hype is in a downtrend here. Eating my protein waffle. Let's go, Tim. If we're looking at hype, guys, hype can come all the way down to here, which is about 24 to about 25. But if we're looking at the if we're looking at our weekly here, our long term, draw fib from here to here, could ultimately be looking at about 19-ish to 20. If we draw our liquidity blocks here on hype, again, the weekly matters because we broke the trend, right? Typically, when we break the trend, guys, we are going to come back to level of support eventually. So we'll have a chase here on hype, but essentially over the weekly, you can see it coming back to 11 bucks. And the only reason I'm showing you guys these targets is because the trend broke. A weekly trend broke. So you're going to slowly sell off, but the reality is you are going to sell off. The fib does show a reversal at about, I think I said $19 roughly. London Bridge is coming down, fam. Tokyo Bridge is coming down. If we close this 1 hour candle, guys, below here, there's a big drop coming. An absolutely slander of a drop. All right, what are the trades everybody is in right now? Is anybody in a Bitcoin short? Let's check out Ethereum. Look at my short on Ethereum right there, guys, right there. I drew this today on the earlier live. I said that is the short. Perfectly. It hit it perfectly, fam. Crazy 0074. We're also live on YouTube. We're live on Rumble. We're live on x.com. So that is the reason you're not seeing a Twitch chat. But if you want to jump onto YouTube, we have a live on YouTube as well, buddy. Ethereum, guys. Broke the channel. It's time. We the people. How you doing? BTC and Aave. Let's go. Steven, what was your entry on Aave? Did you weather out the storm? You can see Ethereum coming back to around this region in the shorter term, 3,000. XRP, we already did XRP, but in the shorter term, you're looking at XRP hitting around $1.80 in the shorter term, and then ultimately in the longer term, $1.20, and then 40 to 50 cents for sure. All right, guys, if you're on the YouTube channel, make sure you smash that like button. If there's anybody new in the live today, make sure you subscribe, guys. We're live every day, twice a day. Make sure you guys manage your capital and make sure you manage your risk. Set your stop losses and profit, guys. So I'll tell you what, guys, I'm definitely most likely going to be taking profit in this area. Got stopped out and re-entered. There you go. Steven, I like it. You didn't get scared. You got back into the trade. You held conviction. Okay, so you're closing 15-minute candles below this little trend here. So if this hour closes here, there's going to be a big drop. Krimica157, shout out to you. Appreciate it for being on the live. If I said your name right. We're here every single day, guys, twice a day. Make sure you guys are locked in. Where do I see Link and H-bar dropping to? Let's take a look at H-bar. I haven't looked at H-bar for a minute. Oh, geez. These bearish pennants, guys, are brutal. They are absolutely brutal. Altcoins are about to get absolutely slammed. Ross Nixon says 75K income, and you know it. 75 to about 74K. I would say 74. I'll show you a chart. But you can see that H-bar is on the verge of dropping. If H-bar breaks this support, we chase this wick. If you go look at your order blocks right here on H-bar, and again, guys, I'm looking at the weekly because the reality is we've broken trend on a lot of these coins. H-bar is going to come chase that 8 wick, but yeah, you're ultimately looking 4 to 5 cents on H-bar. And then again, guys, for Bitcoin, for the people that just came onto the live, I'm just looking for my order blocks right here. The daily, we do have major support around 83, 88, obviously. But you're looking at this low pretty much around 75, 74, 80K in this region. I'm definitely expecting Bitcoin to hit this low right here. Because if you go back to our normal chart, the bottom is about 74. And as Bitcoin goes sideways a bit, right, guys, as Bitcoin goes sideways, you're going to come down lower and lower. So let's say Bitcoin does something like this. Then you're looking at about 70K. But right now you are looking at about 74K on Bitcoin. I don't think this will come down in one shot. So I'm even saying around 70K, 73K in this region right here. Shout out to all the new people on the live, guys. Thank you for coming by. Welcome. Where are you from? Aave is probably my favorite trade in crypto right now. My favorite short, that is. Watch Mark Moss. Kate Ross, I appreciate you. Texas, shout out to Texas. I lived there for a bit. I'm missing the poker room in Texas. Austin. The UK, shout out to the UK. We're in the UK. Steve Moody, how you doing? Sending love from Southern Cali. Let's go. New Zealand. We're getting a pretty good crew tonight. If you guys have never seen me trade before, welcome. I've been trading for about 7 years. In an OM short. Okay, let's go check out OM. I do like OM for shorting. In Wales, I want to go to the UK. I was literally just talking to somebody. My residents here had a Christmas party, and one of the people that I was talking to, they were from England. Shout out to Korea. Appreciate ya. Okay, OM, you're on an OM trade. So OM is in a downtrend, as we know. The breakout on OM will be astronomical when it happens. Let me throw up my liquidity. Alan, what is up? Shout out from Hawaii. Oh, wow. OM's brutal. OM is going to nothing. Do we even have any more support on OM? Yeah, we're going to go chase that wick at 0.3. So if you're in OM, non-financial advice, make sure you set your stop losses and profit, but you should be good for this wick to go all the way down to 0.3. And you guys are going to notice a lot of cryptos are going to go chase that wick. So Bitcoin, we filled the wick and then we dumped a lot. Now we're kind of just waiting for the market to decide. We have a couple more minutes left here on this 1 hour close. Wow, Aave is absolutely tanking. So for the people that are in Aave that just joined, guys, because I know a lot of people are in Aave, Aave is going to come all the way down to $78-ish. $180-ish on Aave. But I want to make sure we do hold below that support right here. Yeah, we broke it. So we already broke this support, guys. You're going to see Aave just completely dump. So for anybody that wants to get into an Aave trade, low leverage, guys, I keep saying non-financial advice. Aave should drop down to here. It could be a fake out. Anything could happen, but it is definitely a good risk to reward. Unless Bitcoin fakes out, then it is what it is. 9 o'clock is closed. Now the 4 hour is really coming down here. So you should see the 4 hour play out over the next 59 minutes by a swift drop. If we close a week below the Ichimoku cloud, the lower end of the cloud base B, we are done right now. That level is 80K. So I'm going to put on my Ichimoku cloud for a moment. on the weekly. And you're absolutely right, Moises. Is 200x leverage low? No, I'm talking about 5x. I'm talking about 5x. My thing is about protecting capital. But if you're good at 200x, hey, good. That's good for you. So this is the overall cloud, and you guys can see that the overall cloud, you did bounce off that support, which is really good. But if you break the 70K, we're very we're going to be very, very bearish. Very bearish. As of right now, we're fine. Like fine with a grain of salt, of course. So I'm still looking for Bitcoin in this area around 87-ish. We all doomed with XRP. Well, XRP needs to correct. XRP hasn't really corrected in a while, right? And even here on the Ichimoku cloud, you're kind of just ranging on the cloud. If you're looking at the daily, for those of you that want to know, we're extremely bearish. We're way below the cloud. And by industry standards, we are in a bear market. We're below the 200 SMA. As long as we're in this downtrend, I've told everybody this, I'm only shorting the market. Yeah, welcome to all the new people on the live. If you're new today and you haven't been here before, comment in the comments section below where you're from. And again, guys, my trade of the century, for those of you that want to know, besides Aave, is going to be Bonk. Once this breaks support, Bonk is absolutely going to tank. And you're looking almost at 100% gain on Bonk. So watch the bearish flag, guys, because yeah, Aave is definitely coming down here. My BTC poi 88K from San Diego, but watching you live from Manila. Let's go. Shout out to the Philippines. I'll be in the Philippines maybe this year. Not sure. Maybe next year. I would love to go to Dubai for the crypto conference, but we'll see. All right, guys. So we got 54 minutes left on this 4-hour close. Again, the order blocks we are targeting on Bitcoin in the shorter term because nothing comes down in one shot, even though everything's coming down in one shot right now. We'll go on the 1 hour here. We're targeting about 88.9 to about 88.8. And then on the higher time frame, we're targeting $84. I would say we're really targeting 84. This is going to be where we're looking at bouncing for sure. But 88.8 to about 88 8, 9 is a good area. Bonk is on the daily, so still a day and a half. Well, the thing on Bonk is this could literally take. This has been ranging in this bearish pennant for a lot of time. If we go the date range right here, we're looking at about 20 days. So, you know, this before a drop, 20 days, right? So a lot of coins, they consolidate for roughly 20 days-ish. If you notice the date range on most of the coins, you're going to notice here consolidation for pretty close to 20 days on most coins, and then a drop. Set your alert, guys, on Bonk at 0.00851. Once this hits, as long as you get the back test, I'm not talking a fake out, I'm talking a drop, and then I'm talking a continuation down. Then you're going to have a massive dump, and Bonk is absolutely going to pay everybody. Bitcoin's rolling down here. Trying to roll down. Aave is printing almost 188 on Aave, guys. Let's go. Well, now you're looking at 179 to 180 on Aave. Zcash, yes. ZEC. So guys, for all the new people, make sure you download our, log into our app, guys. It is 100% completely free. It is our community. I post trade setups there. I will be doing a live seminar there. beastlimitless.com. It is like our Telegram. Come post some trade setups. A lot of people are gone because of it is quiet. But come post some trade setups, guys, and talk to each other, right? So ZEC hit my my target. On my live, you can see ZEC hitting the target. EK, thank you for showing that. Beast Limitless, or it is just beastlimitless.com, EK. No more mighty, just beastlimitless.com. Right? So you can see ZEC, Zcash did break out 100%. But it hit the top. And now it is dropping. And this would have been a really good short here. It back tested pretty much at 442, and now it is dumping. Who is making money on the live today, guys? Let's go. If you're making money in the live, say one. I want to see ones everywhere. Now do yourself a favor and put a stop loss in profit. And then the other thing I got to say is look where you want to take profit, because a lot of people are just going to ride this down. Look, if Bitcoin crashes to 78K tonight, great. But I personally will be taking profit around 87. And then have a plan, action your plan, okay? And then on Aave, I'll be taking profit around 178 to 179. Let's go. We got people making money on the live. Sinster, I appreciate you. CJDV, let's run it up. Alan, let's go. Money, money, money. That's what we like to do on the live, guys. We love to make money. Just signed up for your site. Looking forward to making gains. Steve Moody, it is 100% free. Come in, share some charts. Let's all make money together, guys, as this is going to be a very grim couple of months for people. But we know where to find the money. We know where to make the money. CJDV, I was asleep and got stopped out of my BTC short. No problem, fam. Ave, let's go. Makeed, you know from day one. Trench Juice Crypto, love your streams. I appreciate you. Welcome to the OG fam. Welcome to the new fam. Okay, let me look at some coins that are actually trending at the moment. Okay, you know what? We're going to keep an eye on this Bitcoin and Aave trade, but midnight. Oh, and guys, for those of you new to the live, I always like to show my trades. I am in Aave. Obviously, I'm up a lot more than this now. I'm probably up $2,000. But it's around 188. And I got in around 199 just so I could show my live trade. I don't like people not showing their live trades. Midnight is a newer coin. Apparently not a... Alan, I appreciate you. What was the target on Bonk? PC Surgeon, how you doing, brother? Again, guys, make sure you set your stop losses and profit. No one became broke taking profit, especially in this crazy market. So midnight just broke trend. If anybody wants to take a jab at it. It is a newer coin, and I don't trust newer coins, but it definitely did break trend. The target on Bonk I'm looking for. I only do 5x when I do these type of trades. The target on Bonk I'm looking for is... It didn't break yet. It's about to. It is definitely about to, but it didn't break yet. So I'm looking at, yeah, 004. Really chasing that wick. It could break that wick, but I'm looking at it definitely chasing that wick 100%. Let's go, guys. Let's run up the live. If you haven't, hit the like. Hit the like. And we are absolutely going to take this bear market and run with it. We can make money either way. $85 if it breaks. So if I'm looking at Bonk, I'm going to take my liquidity blocks here on Bonk. So yeah, if we're looking at the daily, so this is the last major support on bonk. After it breaks right here, 008445, it has gone all the way down to 00534 in this area. So basically chasing a wick, essentially. Not too bad, not too bad. What is Near Protocol doing? Because Near is very overbought too and probably going to crash and burn. All the way down to 93. And then it will truly double bottom. But that is where I will be taking profit on my Bitcoin short. If it breaks, I will get into another Bitcoin short. But technically, this is an uptrend, believe it or not. Yes, we're on a macro downtrend, but we are on an uptrend. So at 87.1, I'm out of my Bitcoin short. At around 180, 179, I'm out of my Aave short. And I will reevaluate after it breaks the trend. Because at that point, it's just going to be like a 3 to 5 pay. And a 3 to 5 pay is a $3,000 or a $5,000 trade. But if we're actually looking at the long-term guys here, we're looking at this thing dumping all the way to 132. Just so you guys know on Aave and why I'm so bearish on it. Because I wouldn't shut up about Aave. I kept on talking about Aave the whole time. In my earlier live, the other live. Because if Aave did break this channel, guys, Aave comes all the way down to 132. But it would need to break this channel at about 178, okay? I appreciate you guys all for being on the live today. It does mean a lot. I know a lot of people are checked out of crypto, so thank you guys. Bitcoin looks like it could be coming up very, very oversold, but if you look at the 1 hour and you look at the 4 hour, Bitcoin broke. To my OG traders on the live, what kind of pattern is this? It isn't a nice pattern. What kind of pattern is this, guys, to my OG traders? Who have been watching me for a very, very long time. Ex-metalcore guy. Essentially, I like to call this a Batman, okay? However way you put it, it is called a Batman. Dark Knight, whatever you want to call it. It was written in the cards today. It's essentially when you got something like this, and then it goes down like that. You could also call it a Bart Simpson too, but I like to call it a Batman. Anytime I see this type of pattern, I'm shorting. And it is very hard to see this type of pattern, but it is a money-making pattern, guys. Absolutely a money-making pattern. Or you could call it the phantom too. Correct. But anytime you see this pattern, it is money. It isn't always correct in how it looks, but you're able to kind of see. All right, Bitcoin's coming up here a bit. I wouldn't panic too much. It's probably just going to retrace this trend line, if anything. Wait, we already broke that one, so. But make sure you guys set your stop losses and profit. Trench, what leverage did you trade with? 5x. 5x on Aave, 10x on Bitcoin. So we've got this trend right here, guys. We've got a little trend that Bitcoin is bouncing off of. Kind of. But we also are breaking it at the same point in time. So the next major support is pretty much right here. I do 5x on altcoins, and Bitcoin, I do 10. We'll see if we're going to come up here in the shorter term. We're very, very oversold. Looks like we are going to get a little come up in the shorter term here, guys. So set your stop losses and profit. That is a lot of money, guys. A lot of money to be dealing with. Looks like the 15-minute is going to come up. You can see it right here. 15-minute oversold. Set your stop losses in profit. Yes, we could come down all the way to here, but things always don't go up. So make sure you set your stop losses. Make sure you take some profit. Nobody became broke taking profit. Please, please, please. All right. Sure, Bitcoin could come down to here. Sure, Aave could keep on dropping, right? Shout out to all the new people on the live, guys. I greatly appreciate you. Yeah, so it looks like we are going to possibly start reversing here. Let me see where the okay, so we got a major support block right here at 89. This was our last previous buy area. And what I am using this for is essentially just for liquidity. All this other stuff isn't really that accurate. We could wick down to 88 or 89 again, but There's a decent amount of buys in this area, and you are completely oversold. So just make sure you guys set stop loss. That's it, right? Like even on Aave, sure, it can dump all the way down to there, and it probably will. But you're very very oversold. So how long have I been trading for? I've been trading for about 7 years. I trade Forex, I trade crypto, I trade MetaTrader 5. Here's the downtrend we're in on the 5-minute time frame. Downtrend we are in on the 5-minute time frame. We could keep on rejecting that. I also did want to look at Dogecoin because there was a trade on Dogecoin. I wanted to look at 2FAM. So Doge is about to break support as well. A lot of coins are starting to drop, guys, but there's a lot of coins that are starting to break support. And I'm going for the coins that are about to break support. So sure, I'm riding Aave. Sure, I'm riding Bitcoin. But I essentially am going to be getting in trades that the next support breaks. And Doge is on my radar. I've been here virtually from the beginning. This guy really loses. Alan, I appreciate you. We all lose, but I appreciate you, brother. Means a lot. So my next trade, guys, is right here. Doge. At the break of this support is when I'm shorting Doge, and I'm going to ride her down all the way down to here. So I showed you guys Bonk. I'm also showing you guys Doge. Star 01011. Why is it more risky to short? I don't know who told you that. I go with the trend. The trend is your friend. Trend is your friend, 100%. This whole month, I never longed the market. People call me crazy. Why aren't you long in the pump? Because I'm waiting for the top, and I'm getting in the top, and I'm stacking a trade at the top, and I'm riding it all the way down to the bottom. But that being said, set your stop losses and profit, all right? So here's my play. I'm riding Aave, riding Bitcoin, going to get into a Doge short, and then going to get into a Bonk short. And I've been looking at this one for a bit here, Illuvium, okay? I don't think Illuvium is going to pump anytime soon. The daily is very, very overbought. And the 3-day is about to dump. So if Illuvium, I can't even talk. If Illuvium breaks this area right here, Illuvium is going to dump. And if I'm looking at my order block here, ILV, I go to my daily, my weekly, I mean, Illuvium is about to break every single support on it, which means they will just dump all the way to almost nothing, okay? So I'm looking at Illuvium. I'm looking at Bonk. We've got Aave to 178. Stairs up, elevator down. How's BTC looking? We're looking at BTC coming about to 88, 87.5-ish in that region. And Aave is absolutely dumping, guys. So if you got in that Aave trade, 111 in the comment section below if you are printing money. $178. Now it could retrace 191. It could and continue back down. But for the most part, we're looking at about 178-ish. As we can see Bitcoin coming down here. Is Coinbase rigged every time I enter a position? It goes the opposite way. I would not be using Coinbase. I use MEXC and I use CoinX. Look at Track for a short. Doge is my next major play, guys. I'm waiting for Doge. That's going to be my top trade. Aave was the top trade. Now it will be Dogecoin. Track crypto. Where can So I guess there's a ticker with Track. It isn't looking too bad. It has broken the trend. But the thing about Track is if I go look at the my order blocks right here on Track. And just so you guys know, we're live at 8 a.m. to 8:30, anywhere in that region in the morning, at 8 p.m. to 8:30 at night, every single day except for Saturday. Unless there's a huge volatility move. Do I trade XAU? Absolutely, I do. XAG, US oil. We got MetaTrader 5 right here. Would you ask me to do Track? Oh, yeah. So if I'm looking at my order blocks on Track here, which is essentially my support and resistance, I'd be shorting it after 46 all the way down to 30. That would be obviously that support right there. I wouldn't be shorting it until it breaks that area. When short Doge? Fit Rian, how you doing? So welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe to stay a part of our lives and our community. So Dogecoin short is going to be after 12.9. And then we're waiting for, so Doge is going to do this drop, but then you're waiting for the back test and then the continuation back down. And we could take Doge all the way from 12.8 pretty much down to 8 cents because at that point, there is no more support. XAU, absolutely, I trade gold. You could also go XAU on MEXC. And you can see that we are we're pretty, we're ranging at the moment, but we are on an uptrend. So we're oversold. Daily is almost oversold. We're really ranging on gold in a pennant. Once we break this pennant, we know we're going to hit this target, which is the top of the channel. And that top of the channel is going to be around 4,400. Okay. So 4,400 is where I would be looking to basically take profit on gold. I would definitely set an alert here if you're on MetaTrader. You're looking for the breakout and then the run up all the way to 4,400 roughly. Okay, what is Ave doing? I can't stand when I'm in a trade, I'm up a couple of grand and I can't be watching it. Okay, Ave is kind of flat here. But obviously we know it is dropping. We've got the, okay, for all the people that are in Ave right now, guys, we got the 800 SMA on your 1 hour, which is your 200 SMA on your 4 hour. So keep this in mind that we got a major moving average that will dictate and signify the direction we are going to go. I don't see Ave just pushing through. I see a little bit of consolidation. Of course, it could just push through, but little bit of a consolidation and then a rollover. Now, for all the new people, trading works 3 ways: accumulation, manipulation, distribution. AMD. Okay? That is trading 101. We know that Tokyo sets the tone, and Tokyo is in distribution, essentially going down. So London is either going to be manipulation or accumulation. So after London is open, guys, I would really set your stop losses and profit, because the drop is going to flatten out. Even though our target is roughly down here, London will start flattening out, and London will either or accumulate. And then you're looking into New York. And then what do you think New York is going to do? Manipulate or accumulate? This whole week, New York has been manipulating all day, every day. So make sure you guys watch what London is doing, and make sure you set your stop losses. Where is Bitcoin headed? About 87-ish in the shorter term. You could kind of see this is bouncing off that major support right there. Shout out to all the new subscribers, all the new people, guys. I appreciate you. If you're not part of our app, join it. It is completely free. What has Turbo been doing? We've been watching Turbo. Look, Turbo's playing out that channel perfectly, guys. Even in that Bitcoin pump today, Turbo did absolutely nothing. So you're looking at a mega drop on Turbo about to happen. This is another trade that I've been trading pretty much the whole day. If we get a pump on Turbo here, you're going to get a nice drop. You could play the downtrend. We've been shorting Turbo this whole time. It broke the channel. It is in a really nice downtrend. If you get a little bit of a pump here, you could short it and then ride it all the way back down here, which will be amazing profit. Crypto Degenerate, where do you think BTC will be at your end? Close to 70K or lower. Bitcoin is in a really big downtrend at the moment. So I am expecting Turbo to dump another 12%. So if this is oversold or overbought on the 15-minute time frame, guys, this should pump and then drop again. Play the downtrend. Turbo is going to be a beautiful trade. Going to make a lot of money on Turbo. Sol is printing. Are you in a Solana short? Let's go. Aave is printing. Sol is printing. Holy, Solana's 129. That is a huge drop on Sol. So Sol hasn't even dropped yet. So if we're looking at Solana, guys, the next major support on Solana is here, 124. We hit 124. We dump past here. We are absolutely going to dump on Sol. We got about 15 minutes left on this 4-hour close, guys. All right. $15 minutes left on this 4-hour close. We can see Bitcoin flattening out. Altcoins are not. One of the reasons being is because if you look at Total 3, I mentioned this bear flag all week. I've pointed out the resistance of Total 3 being hit. And there you go. You're getting a massive drop on Total 3 to about 744 billion. Ultimately, though, the target is roughly down here. 800 SMA, you're having a major death cross approaching on Total 3. But remember what I said, guys. London is going to either manipulate or accumulate. London opens up in a couple of hours. So sure, we may be dropping, but the market is going to flatten out in the next couple of hours. We just don't know what it is going to do. Either manipulate or accumulate. And then tomorrow, New York is either going to manipulate or accumulate. And manipulation could be a drop, right? But it does mean you're going to get a lot of wicks for it to drop. Shout out to all the new people on the live, guys. I appreciate you. If you guys have X, make sure you guys follow me on X. Shout out to the new people on Twitch. Here's the X account for those of you that have X, guys. Beast X Bitcoin. I post all my trade setups right here. Paulo, how you doing? Can you explain AMD? For sure. Let me show you. AMD stocks. Essentially, it follows the same thing. So Asia is always going to set the tone. So Tokyo is always going to set the tone for AMD. You've got accumulation, manipulation, or distribution. Distribution is going down or going up. You're distributing up or down. Okay? Then you've got accumulation. Prices ranging in a previous high to a previous low. Then you've got manipulation. Price comes out of that close of that session, Tokyo, New York, or London, and then goes back down. And you're going to see manipulation by wicks. And that is essentially happening in every single session. Tokyo, London, and New York. As I know, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock is coming out. I'm probably closing my trades because London is going to either manipulate or accumulate. And I don't want to be in a trade while it's accumulating. And I do not want to be in a trade while it's manipulating, especially if I'm really in profit. So for example, on our Aave trade, now Aave is dumping pretty hard here, but you can kind of see Aave slowing down. And again, the reason being is because of this 800 SMA, and you've got major support right here before a previous pump. Right? So if I go to Bitcoin last night, and I throw up my sessions right here, my market sessions, we look at Tokyo. So we know what New York did. So Tokyo pretty much accumulated. London manipulated and New York distributed pretty much. You can see the manipulation wick on London here. You can see the accumulation on Tokyo. And New York just messed it all up and distributed. I would say New York also manipulated a bit, but either way, it did go up, did go down. We are starting to flatten out here a bit. So this is our 5-minute trend. Make sure you guys set your stop losses and profit. A lot of money was made today. I would say that's probably going to be not it for the drop, but it is going to flatten out in this area. Let's see if midnight is continuing to go down. Remember, guys, no one ever became broke taking profit. I don't know. I don't know why midnight isn't on XC. It might be, but yeah, so there we go. Midnight is dropping, but that's even a horrible. I had a better chart earlier. There we go. So yeah, if you took the midnight trade, non-financial advice, of course, guys, protect your own capital. Make sure you look at your own trades. You would already be in profit. Is BTC finished correcting? It is flattening out into the London session because we're very, very oversold. So I would say we've got a 4-hour close here. Do I trade off news or just chart reading? I look at the news like FOMC and stuff like that, but chart reading is mainly what I do. We've got a lot of new people, guys. Thank you very much for joining our community. Yeah, if you're talking about the BTC liquidity sweep, if we go to Bitcoin right here, and we go to our 1 hour time frame, we definitely sweeped our previous high. And then if you look at the 4 hour here, we're pretty close to that 89 region. So it would make sense for them to fake out and bounce off this area because a lot of people are going to try to take profit around right here. Could keep on going down, right? But we are getting into that support into London. So how long does it take to become profit from starting? How much you start with and how much you lose at the start? I've lost 150K in one night. And I've won 100 grand in one night. So it is really mindset. In 2026, guys, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get funded accounts. Basically, where a prop firm gives you 100 grand and you trade with that 100 grand. And I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do that in 2026. You could actually trade Bitcoin and crypto on MetaTrader 5, but there's a caveat. You're trading at a higher spread. So I'm going to be teaching everybody, me and my business partner, how to get funded accounts in 2025 or 2026. And that means you pass a couple tests, you go through a few phases, and then you get given money. But your mindset and your discipline is going to be what is not going to blow that account. Doesn't matter if Monday or Friday for 24-hour market like Bitcoin. You want to pretty much trade in the sessions and you want to find out if Bitcoin is an AMD pattern, accumulation, manipulation, or distribution. Right? Again, guys, for the new people here, please join beastlimitless.com, guys. It is our official app. Come in here, post some charts. Let's get this popping. A lot of people left because the bear market. Okay, so beastlimitless.com for all the new people, guys. It is completely free. I don't want no money from you. This is like a Facebook or Telegram or community. Join the pack chat and post your wins, all right? So remember my Dogecoin play, guys, right here. When Doge breaks this area, I wouldn't short Doge right now. It hasn't broken nothing. Just in this macro range here. And what time frames? 1 hour, 15 minute, and 4 hour. Yeah. Yeah, so we're probably going to see a flatten out and a little bit of a reversal, guys, here into the 4 hour close and into London. Shout out to all the new fam members on the live. We almost got 150 community people. Appreciate you guys. I've only had this channel going for like less than 2 weeks. Cardano, where you at? Where is drunk dad Cardano? Not too drunk right now, though. Oh, maybe. Okay, so Cardano faked out. We've been talking about Cardano for days. We kind of called the pump on Cardano. Okay. So a nice retrace on Cardano up here would be cool. And then a continuation back down. Night is dumping. So if you guys ended up getting that night trade, shout out to you guys that we mentioned at the beginning of the live. Too many things are dumping here. We're going to look at Cardano back around 41. I'm guessing Aave is dumping too as well. Continuing, maybe flattening out. Nope, Aave is flattening out, kind of. We got a 4-hour close coming up here right in about 2 minutes, guys. And for all the new people, guys, we're live 8 a.m. between 8 a.m. and 8:30 every morning, and every night 8 p.m. and 8:30. If I can't do a live one of those times, I will be doing a live every single day, no matter what. Tim, you're killing me. What kind of trades are everybody in right now at the moment? Rashawn, how you doing, brother? Solana, we already looked at Sol, but I'll look at it again for you. So Solana's kind of like my Doge play, but Sol is still in the consolidating channel right here. Consolidating sideways. And I would say that we are probably going to come up here a bit, but as long as we're above this support right here, so I wouldn't be shorting it here. There's no risk to reward at that point. We'll see what happens. Steven, close your Aave short, man. Good job. Share your wins in our app. I appreciate you. And right off the top, the market is continuing to dump, which is awesome. One hour is looking like it is continuing to go down here. The 15 minutes moving up, though. But Bitcoin is kind of flat, so keep an eye on this. Look at, say, on the daily, will it get to 0.97 or lower? So I'd be very, very cautious, guys, with shorts at this moment. I definitely think they're going to keep on dumping, but just set your stop losses and profit. Say Maddie Ghost, how you doing? Bringing on 63K Bitcoin. You're seeing what I'm seeing. Pretty close anyways. So say on the daily, once it passes this order block, you're looking at around 9.7, yeah, to about 8.9 in that region, Tim. You're pretty spot on. Pretty spot on, guys. Bonk is dumping, short is printing. Is it breaking that bear flag? Oh, it's about to. Or bear pennant, it is about to. Bonk is about to break the bearish pennant. Hasn't yet, but it is pretty close. You guys know what to do. Bitcoin is continuing to go down. Aave is absolutely printing. London will be in a few hours here. I would still be pretty cautious, though, because Bitcoin is kind of flattening out in this area. Let's go to our BTC chart here on our order blocks. I do want to go the 1 minute here. Keep an eye on the market, guys. Keep an eye. It looks like we could definitely be flattening out a bit. Although there is a big fair value gap here, which would essentially keep the market down. But I would say there could be a bounce. Set your stop losses and profit. Please, please, please. Okay, guys, that's all I got for everybody tonight. I appreciate everybody coming on the live. We did 2 hours. We will be back tomorrow around 8 a.m. to 8:30. Set your clocks. If I'm not live at 8:30, it's probably my thumbnail. Stay around till 8:45 and I'll be here. Please set your stop losses and profit. Like I said, it looks like we are about to break out and come up into the London session a bit. And that's our trading day. We made what? 2 grand today? 5 grand today? I don't know. 6 grand, something like that. Sister, just closed all out. Going to sit on hands and readdress. Let's go. Post your wins, guys, in the app. Okay? BeSlimless.com. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Have a blessed day. Shout out to all the new people in our community. I appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Let's see you in the app. I want to see you guys in the app. Post trade setups for everybody. Let's help everybody out.